Hello, welcome to my no frills, plain vanilla, no special effects, no special editing channel. I'm Greg. I'm here to talk about my maybe Midrash TBR. I've been fascinated with religion for a long time. About 20 years ago, the Pew Institute released an internet questionnaire survey where you answered 20 questions about multiple types of religion, and I got 20 out of 20 questions correct. There was a link to the harder 30 question questionnaire, and I got 29 out of 30 questions right. I missed the question about the religion where you can obtain salvation through faith alone. I've also listened to a number of the teaching company's great courses about religion. They have courses on Hinduism, Buddhism, Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. And I liked all those courses. They're a very high level overview, but I can highly recommend them if you just want to stick your toe in and learn about some other religions. They're available probably from your public library and definitely from Audible. So I have to pick one fiction book and one nonfiction book that respectfully deal with religion. For my novel, I am picking The Bell by Iris Murdoch. Book Riot lists this on their 100 must-read novels about religion. And it's a story of an abbey of sequestered nuns who are installing a new bell. And then suddenly they discover a legendary old bell that supposedly has magical capabilities. And trouble ensues after that. I don't know a whole lot more, but I guess I will find out. Now, Iris Murdoch herself is considered an atheist, and she's considered a philosopher. And many people say she writes philosophical novels, although she staunchly rejects that claim and says, I'm just a novelist. I will find out. For my nonfiction pick, I only have the ebook version, so I can't show you anything. It is Tornado God, American Religion and Violent Weather by Peter Thosin. Now, ancient people believed bad weather was caused by the wrath of the storm gods. More enlightened people do not believe that anymore. However, in America, the scientific facts and religious hubris meet face to face or head to head. Now, I expect this book to cover probably the problem of evil. That's when you have an all-powerful God, why does he let bad things happen? God would be able to control tornadoes, but he allows or controls their path of destruction. So we will see what happens in Tornado God. Those are the two official books that I want to read, but I have a few more that I want to add. One of the questionnaires on that Pew survey involved who was responsible for the Great Awakening. And I was able to answer that question because I took a course in American literature before 1850. And the author in question was Jonathan Edwards. And I despised that author when I was a sophomore in college. I called him a religious fanatic, and the professor corrected me, saying, no, he's a religious theologian. So I am going to revisit a couple of his essays and maybe a couple of his poems. I purchased the collected works on Kindle. It's probably about 3,000 pages long, so I'm not going to read the whole book. I also want to explore some non-Western religion. So I'm probably just going to sample this one too, the Dhammapada. I'm totally butchering that pronunciation, but this is the sayings of Buddhism. So I want to at least dip my toe into that. And now I may also read a fourth book. I have some question whether this book may be considered respectful towards religion. So it may be disqualified. Now, I've read this book before, but I want to try it again. This is the Book of Genesis, illustrated by R. Crumb. And if you read the front, adult supervision for minors required, or adult supervision recommended for minors. If you open this, I better not show you pictures because I don't want to get stung with showing children nudity on the internet. So those are my potential reads for Maybe Midrash. The novel The Bell by Iris Murdoch, Tornado God by Peter J. Thurston, some selected essays by Jonathan Edwards, and then maybe the sayings of Buddhism and the R. Crumb version of Genesis. Thank you.